It is 2022 and gaming is exploding right now. Everyone and your uncle is playing video games right now, and you probably want in on that action. And you're thinking to yourself, which consoles should you buy? It's 2022 and you don't know what console to buy. Well, I'm hoping this video will help you. Which one should you get? Should you get an Xbox, a PlayStation, or maybe a Nintendo Switch? This is talking about the current gen consoles, not the last gen consoles. And so if you want to take a look at those, the PS4, the Xbox Ones, go to take a look at my 2020 video. There I kind of dive deep into those consoles because I get it. Money might be tight and those consoles are a lot cheaper now. But if you don't know which one to choose, go check out that video. In this video, instead, we're going to be talking about the PS5, the Xbox Series, and the Nintendo Switch. These are the current main consoles out there. Which one should you buy? Well, I'm going to go into a bit of a summary about why each one is fantastic, what makes them unique, and then you get to choose by the end which one suits you best. But let's get into the video. Starting off with Microsoft's console, the Xbox. The Xbox One was unfortunately a bit of a flop, but the Xbox Series X and Series S are coming out kicking, and they're showing that Microsoft's Xbox still has a lot to say and still has a lot to give in the gaming community right now. And I have to say that the Xbox kind of family is fantastic and they're amazing, and you should not look past them. And there are so many amazing things that make these consoles great. First of all, they have released two consoles this generation. They've released the Series X and the Series S. The Series X is the most powerful console out now. Right now, it is the most powerful console, and it is a chunky box that looks like a fridge, but I have to say I quite like the design. It looks nice, that green texture at the top, the kind of circles at the top where all the hot air kind of pushes out, and the box kind of look. I really like it. It's simple, it's nice. It's not as big as pictures and videos might make it look. I think it is the right size, and it is incredibly powerful, boosting up to about 4K, up to 120 frames. It is a very powerful console. Then you get the Series S. The Series S is probably almost half the size of a Series X, and it is a very, very weird looking machine. It kind of looks like a DJ, but it is nevertheless a fantastic console for one reason, and it is cheaper. It is almost half the price of a Series X, and that is great. And what features it shares quick resume, meaning that you kind of switch between your games quite quickly, that they actually store it on its RAM, and also ray tracing. They both feature ray tracing, but the Xbox will get you bigger resolution, bigger frame rates than the Series S. But however, the Series S at its price point is a fantastic console, mainly because both of them also feature probably the biggest and the best feature in gaming right now. It is the Netflix for video games, and I'm talking about Game Pass. Game Pass has tons of games that you can play on there for a very affordable price. Go look at the price. It's really, really good. It's like $10, 150 Rand. It is like unbelievably good. That's a per month price. Unbelievably good. It's a really great reason to get an Xbox. And those consoles are great, but consoles are usually sold because of, one, are your friends playing on it, and two, what exclusives does it have? And Xbox has been going on a hunt to go and make and buy new exclusives. So right now, everyone knows of Halo. The latest one, Halo Infinite, is on there. So is the latest Forza Horizon 5. And those games, when they came out last year, have been given rave reviews. Apparently, they're fantastic. I have played Forza Horizon, and I agree, it is amazing. I will get to Halo Infinite one day, but those games are great. This year, we can look forward to Redfall and to Starfield. Both really, really good. But I think Xbox has probably more up its sleeve as we kind of go through the year. There are tons of good games that are probably coming out. And, well, that's really it with Xbox. If you really haven't looked at it and now you're like, hey, like this could be your option, I really do think that you're not going to be disappointed. It's really powerful. It is the best place to play third-party games. If you don't really care about the first-person PlayStation games, Xbox is the best place to play games such as your FIFAs and your Call of Duties, especially now that they've acquired Blizzard Activision. The next Call of Duty, well, probably is still going to be on all the consoles now, but once Microsoft has officially acquired them, it could come straight to Game Pass, and that in itself would be an amazing deal. But who knows, that is the future. We'll just have to wait and see what it looks like. But Xbox, guys, don't sleep on it. It is probably one of the best choices when it comes to your gaming console. Moving on to Nintendo. They have been literally in the gaming game for so long now, for many years, and they know this industry so well. They know what gamers want, and so a lot of people kind of look past Nintendo because they're kind of like the kiddies console, the console that you kind of get for your children. But I would probably disagree with that, because I think it's a console for all ages. And their latest one, the Nintendo Switch, has been absolutely incredible. It has actually sold so well, so much so that it was last year's best-selling console. Yep, that's right. The Nintendo was the best-selling console of 2021. How crazy is that? And I really do think you should take a look at it. And what makes it so unique is that it is both a console that you can play at your TV and a console that you can play on the go. You can take it off its dock and go and play it maybe on your commute to work. And what makes it even more unique is that it kind of detaches its Joy-Cons and allows you to play in a two-player mode, thanks to it being two separate controllers and then one when you put it back in. It is really unique. It is really fascinating, because the console is literally designed to be played not only by yourself when you're kind of running around, or also with friends. It is a really great console. And while it's not the most powerful console, the developers that make games for it know how it works and make really great experiences for it. And especially the Nintendo exclusives such as Zelda Breath of the Wild. That game is considered one of the best games of all time. And I don't necessarily agree, but I see where they're coming from. It is literally like changed the way that I look at open world games. And of course, everyone loves Mario games. Mario Kart continues to be one of the most played games in the world right now, and people keep buying it. And of course, the classic Mario games, they keep making those, and they're getting better and better each time. This console is full of great exclusives, full of third-party games as well. There's even cloud gaming, allowing you to play the more, technically advanced games on the console. But cloud gaming, it's still a bit of an infant stage at the moment. But there is tons of opportunities for you to play all types of games. It is a great secondary console as well. If you are fortunate enough to be able to buy a second console, I think Nintendo Switch is a great choice. But overall, if you don't mind about graphics, if you don't mind about performance, and you just want something that is so much fun to play, that is a great way to play with your friends, the Nintendo Switch might be an option for you. You also get the OLED model, which is kind of a really nice OLED screen. That's really all else that kind of comes with it. There's also a light version that is just a portable version of the console. Both consoles offer their own unique features. Which one's for you? Well, whichever one you think is best for you, you've got to make that decision for yourself, because they all offer unique opportunities. But that is the Nintendo Switch. Don't look past it. Don't discount it. It is a really great console, and I do recommend it. To end off with, let's talk about the PlayStation, the biggest console in the world right now. Everybody's talking about it, and that is thanks to the amazing PS4. Thanks to the PS4, the PS5 has been flying from the word go, and it is a fantastic console. I think it deserves a lot of the love and attention that it's been getting. And it is released in two different versions. It's released as a digital version and a normal version. Digital version, like in the name, allows you to only play digital games. It does not have a disc drive, and I do recommend that you get the one with the disc drive, mainly because if you have old PS4 games, you can throw them into your PS5 console, because PS4 games do work on the PS5. And that is really up to you. I mean, yes, you kind of save a little bit with getting the digital version. However, overall, I think cost of games are more or less the same on both digitally and physically, but you got to make that decision yourself. Both of these PS5s both have the same specs. They both can do up to 4K and up to 120 frames per second. They're not the most powerful console. The Xbox Series X has that title, but most people won't be able to tell the difference. What is amazing about this console as well is that it has an amazing SSD, making games load really quickly, and it has this feature called 3D audio. If you have the right headphones for it, or even works on your TV speakers, it really immerses you into the game's sound. And on top of all that, it is an incredible console for your exclusives. That is right. this is the console to buy when you really want exclusives, such as Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Miles Morales, and upcoming games such as God of War Ragnarok and the next Forbidden West game, the next Horizon Forbidden West. That is looking really, really good, and there's so many more PlayStation exclusives coming soon. But what I really think makes this console next generation is actually its controller. It has the best controller in the whole gaming scene. The adaptive triggers, the vibrations, everything about this controller is literally so amazing, and it immerses you in the game like no other. And if you want a kind of a detailed look into how well the PS5 is and what makes it unique, I did make a PS5 review. Go check it out. It is really a fantastic console, and that video gives you a better look into the console. But the PlayStation, like, everyone has it and everyone wants it. Is it something that's best for you? Well, if you love the exclusives, that's the reason why you should buy it. Alright, and that is all 3 consoles. Which is the one that you should buy? Well, that decision is unfortunately not mine to make, it is yours to make. What best suits you? Is it the PlayStation with all its fantastic exclusives, with that 3D audio, that amazing SSD, that really cool controller? Or is it maybe the Nintendo Switch? Maybe you don't care much about graphics or performance or anything like that. Instead, you're looking for some really cool Nintendo exclusives for a console that allows you to play it on the go and on your TV. And maybe it is the console for you because, you know what, you also have kids and you like playing with your kids, or maybe you have friends that like to play with you. It is a great console, all-around console. Or maybe the Xbox Series X or the Series S. The Series S is a fantastic console. While it may not be the most powerful next-gen console, it is great value for money, playing all the previous Xbox games because of that amazing backwards compatibility and at a bit of a boost. And you're saving a bit of a buck thanks to it. But if you got that extra buck and you want to get the most powerful console, the Xbox Series X is for you. And there you can play all the biggest and best games at the biggest resolution, the biggest performance, well, besides the PlayStation games. But everything else, it is absolutely yours to play. And on top of that, what makes Xbox probably the best, in my opinion, is Game Pass, allowing you to play so many different games at such a good price. But that is it. Which one is best for you? I don't know. Which console should you buy in 2022? That is your decision. But I hope this video helped you. I really enjoy making this video. And if you want to watch more of my videos, please take a look at my account. Maybe give me a follow. Maybe give this video a like. It has been such a pleasure giving you this opinion of mine. I hope it was helpful to you. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.